Hi, stream. How y'all doing? I like that I flip over and it's the, do you know what time it is? Time to die! Just on the screen. Um, a recap has been done. Uh, basically, fight was ensuing. Somebody was being rescued. Turns out, upon being, quote, rescued or sort of unplugged from their shackles, they've been brainwashed and or controlled and or something else, and now that's what the new fight is going to be. As well as the original opponent has teleported away. So I actually need to do a couple of things. First, I need to remove uh ATTFA1, good lord.
Which you also have to move the thing off of him first. Because it looks like the hashtag is over his.
It is indeed, and you are indeed correct. I remove ATTFA1. Nice. And then I need to re-roll, which I believe is shuffle. Yeah. Everybody has new initiative orders, as we're just starting basically a new combat with the same set of stats. Uh, oh, including the drones, I guess. That's fine. Actually, I think I said that you guys were able to quickly get rid of the drone. I'm just gonna get rid of the drones. Can't be bothered. They're weak anyway, so who cares? Also, isn't there technically only one healthy drone? No, there's two. Where's the other drone? Where is the other drone? I don't see it on the map. Whoop.
Did it die?
I don't know. Removed it at some point. Well, we'll do that anyways. We'll remove ID1. Move ID3. And we're gonna add hopefully. Let's go. Primordius has been added to the initiative at 13. Oh, so he doesn't act immediately. That's interesting. Luckily, Mai's going to get a reaction before Primordius can actually lunge. Basically, you see Primordius, you see purple eyes, and you go, "That's not right." As he begins to swing out his claws at you. Okay. First up, though, is Sid. And apparently, I get a soda. Like, who gave me that Hydrato? Potato! Thank you for the Hydrato. And what's Sid doing?
That's a good question. I think he doesn't notice anything, so we're just gonna land. Whoop.
Alrighty. You land. Believing the threat to have teleported away, Primordus has gotten up and has not yet made any immediate actions. Mai, you can tell he's about to lunge at you. What would you like to do?
Why? And actually, instead of trying to attack, just going to try to back away.
Okay, he does not have Sentinel, so. Oh, wait, but you haven't used your. Are you disengaging?
Yes.
Okay, so bonus action, disengage, and then you moved. Understood. Yeah, he doesn't have Sentinel, so as you go to move away, you do see he begins to try to swipe at you. And no
Primordus
immediate.
is off. He's not actually the Primordus we met, Kael the Crit.
All right, Galdacrit sort of looks and goes, "Something is off," and you can tell that heat begins to sort of wave out from him. Not enough that it hurts anybody yet, but it looks like Galdacrit's probably going to do something. Also, for anybody watching who's watched it before, look at Galdacrit. He can be his real size now. He's so big. They added
Big boy.
they added the GM tools so that now you can change instead of just up to 4x4 like this. You can now go all the way to 14x14.
Mine is big.
Mega pie.
You can go to Titanic sizes now, and I love it. The beta also lasted for like a week. They only tested it for a little while, then we're like, yeah, no, it works. As soon as I saw the beta test for the Titanic sizes, literally the day after that was when they said, and now it's implemented into the game.
Oh, also player names.
Oh yeah, player names. Let's see. What do we got here? Change nickname. Where'd it go? Wriggle. We've got AA Rim. And Eldritch Jesus. I mean, Kalyan.
Jesus.
Jiminy Christmas.
Let's call me all right, so you back up. You technically still have an action. Do you want to do anything with your action, Mai?
No.
Okay. Next up is Aram, who goes before Primordial. Oh my god, I just realized there's 3 13s. Aram, Primordus, and Rigel all had 13s.
I don't even remember where I am. Air. And threes. Do I want to start Beacon of Hope again? What is everyone at health wise? Are we all fricked? Some of us are fricked.
You
believe-
have about half HP.
Aram and
And
Rigel
Rigel has-
are damaged.
Yeah.
Mai is also
Okay.
damaged, but not as big.
Are we all within a radius that I can hit everyone? I think that if I move.
This is 30 feet from dead center.
Okay. I think that if I move. Do I have my thing on? I do. If I move here. Can I hit everyone? I think that hits Kale to crit too.
Yeah, what are you casting? What are you trying to hit with?
If I do Beacon of Hope.
Think-
Bacon.
I think Beacon of Hope is already up still, I believe.
Is it?
Technically, if she wanted to, though, it's just
Yeah.
dropping it and recasting it.
Yeah, if you want to recast it to hit more
Okay.
people, you can, because right now it's Sid,
It's on
you,
me.
Rigel, and Cal the crit had Hopeful. So Cal and Mai don't have Hopeful right now. Which is Beacon of Hope's effect. Sorry, I should have clarified.
Yeah.
Like, it's technically you've already got the big ones.
Yeah. But I want to make sure that our other healer gets healed too.
And yeah, feel free to recast Beacon of Hope and target all your teammates. Every teammate, I think. What's the limit? Beacon of Hope. Any number of creatures. Yep, so you can just target everybody.
Nice T. Cal.
Yeah, I'll bring the list back up for you.
Thank you.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, so Sid, Mai, yourself. You can target yourself with it.
We're going
Rigel.
Kaliana.
Cal, and then KTIR.
T-I-R. Does it have to be capitalized?
Nope.
Okay. There's 6 there. There's 6 of us?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes.
Cool. Bop.
Looks like KTR wasn't targeted properly, but that's fine. I'll try to remember that.
Okay.
Yeah. It's alright. I'll try to remember. Yeah, so any heals that are sent out now are automatically maximum roll.
On all of us, not just some of us.
Mm.
So much easier when it's all of us. Okay. And I think that's it because I casted and I'm not close enough to smack him.
Okay. Mortis
Yeah.
stands
that's it.
up. As Primordius stands up, a large dragon-like claw that has been sharpened on one edge, almost looking like a curved sword, is pulled out from seemingly nowhere. As he withdraws his sword, he will use a bonus action to cast Inspel on his blade as multiple colors begin to flicker across the claw-like blade. Rigel, yes, you recognize the ability that he uses, as it seems Primordus is a magus of some kind. And in fact, the runes used are very similar to your particular school of being a magus. He will move over to you because you are the closest threat, and right now his mind is a little muddled. And he's going to make an attack against Sid.
What a bitch.
Friggin' VNAN's not connected to the default audio channel again.
Ah!
Happens every time. For some reason, VNAN is the only one that resets. Well, I heard it. Wow, wow.
Mine does that too every once in a while.
Wow, wow. Yeah, VNAN's the only one that doesn't want to stay. It always goes back to my default hidden channel.
Mhm.
Just make a target for it. You know, I'm just gonna do that now. Hang on. Hold on 1 second, everybody. My apologies. We're gonna do application, audio capture, create a new, and we're just gonna call this one VNAN so that I never have to worry about this again. Because I always try to swap it back over using Ear Trumpet, which is how I manage the sounds on my computer. But as it turns out, apparently, that's not really working out.
I just saw your name, the game guy.
The game guy. Alright, cool. Let me see if it worked. Scroll down to the VNAN thing, and I'm going to hit myself with an apple here real quick. Throw an apple. Yep, it works. Cool. From now on, audio should work on every page. Huzzah me!
Get him, potato.
Okay, so Primordus is swinging at Sid, which I believe means you can make it go after you if you want. I'll leave that up to you.
Yes, please. Yes.
All right. Believe this is correct. It is. As he swings the blade across, the multi-elements impact into you, and you realize something about this effect makes it basically impossible to resist, unless you were resistant to all of the available elements in the prismatic. He swings again. What do you want it to hit?
Me.
You're a little quiet because I have my air conditioner on. Did you say you
You
again?
said me.
Wow.
Yes.
I'll swing again.
Oh,
The claw cleaves through you again, at which point he's then going to use his last little 5 feet of movement here to go over here. And he's going to use his third attack to begin to absorb energy. You see as he begins to open his mouth, and these large fangs almost seem to pull apart the bottom of his jaw as multicolored light begins to form inside of his mouth. It seems like he's powering up to use a breath weapon. But it seems like it's also going to
Ew.
take more than one turn. Oh,
Yeah. Good job, Jimmy.
I've been killed. Hyper beam? Yeah, basically. You have a bad
Mary.
feeling. You have a bad feeling that it's going to do prismatic damage, which means nobody's going to resist it. But it is your turn, Rigel. Primordius is right in front of you, and his moves do seem very similar to your school of thought, although they seem, one, more powerful, because of course he's the founder of the Primordial Circle, but also because, he's an actual fucking dragon. It does some weird
Wow.
extra magic.
That makes sense. Yeah, Sid, I'm gonna use my bonus to hop around to his other side.
Yep.
That way, at least they won't hit everyone, hopefully.
That's a good fucking idea. He's either got a line blast, so it's either going to be a straight, hyper beam through everybody, or it'll be a cone. If it's a cone, then you want to make sure everybody spreads out. If it's a line, then you still want to make sure everybody spreads out. Yeah, so use your bonus action move to get Sid to charge around. Another hydrate. Let's go. More water.
I'll try to bap him.
Oh yeah, you bop him. Stab straight through him. It seems like he does not resist any particular damages.
And that's it.
Stop it. I knew. Hey. Twist it.
Kaliana, it is your turn. It looks as if Primordius is charging to attack. You're uncertain if he's able to move the direction he's looking while he's charging. But he probably can.
Everybody. Well, no, not everybody, but these two, I guess. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
Then healing word.
Casting healing word. Who you targeting? Who you hitting?
Rigel.
Alright, cast it. I'll heal him for whatever the remainder is off of the roll. Because I know it's a little wonky. Rigel heals for
Just
one more.
one.
Nice.
He gets max.
Yep.
Max.
And then everybody heals for 8 more? 9 more.
Max.
9 more.
Max. Everybody gets max.
Then I
IH.
guess I'll do a fire bolt on the guy.
Shoot at advantage.
Oh yeah. Nice T. I'm gonna just try pry AD. I got it.
Whoops, I gave Sid 1 too many HP.
No.
Is that act?
I don't know if Kill the Crit has been hit yet. I'm going to check by giving him 9 HP and then checking his actual stats real quick. I'll just show you guys his stats to be fair. Nope, that overhealed him.
Why don't you just keep that on there?
Because healthy means he hadn't taken any damage. So yeah, he was at full HP before. Whoops. That's fine. Let me look up real quick how to
If you haven't
unhide
already
his
switched
HP. 'Cause he's not going to
really
hide his
quickly.
HP from you guys.
Sid's health.
Wait, what now?
-1 on Sid as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. In initiative, how do I unhide a way to do it? Do I opt ATIR minus H? Yeah! There we go, now you guys can see his
Nice.
health too. And his armor class. Okay, I think I hit everybody with the heals, right? Everybody got the heals?
Yep. Yep.
Firebolt attempted to hit Primordius and unfortunately did not impact.
And I missed.
And I missed! I shot again.
Fired and I
Fired,
missed.
and I missed again.
I fired and I missed.
Alright, Calicrit's turn. Yell the crit. Fun fact, I don't have him listed here because I forgot to hit the button. There we go. Now I can see him on my other sidebar. Huzzah. Okay. I think this makes the most sense just to make life easier for the rest of y'all's. He's going to head towards the center here. He's going to sort of here full dragon form, so he has a weird movement speed. Oh, but he can't fly, so he can only go 35 then. Fine. I mean, he can't fly comfortably to go full speed. He's a very large fella. And then he's going to use his... I don't really need to do the cone, because I know the cone's going to hit anyways. He's going to Fire Breath! Oh, I need to make a saving throw. For Primordius. He does not make his saving throw. He will use a legendary resistance to make his saving throw because ow, if he doesn't. As he takes 18d6 fire damage. Halved. $27?
Yep.
As the fire breath sprays out, you notice that, one, it would hit most of you. However, using a similar feature to his wizard features, it seems like the fire warps around you, and it acts like abjuration magic when he uses it, and thus he does not hit his allies with his magic and or fire breath.
Ooh.
But now he's going to need a turn to recharge that. Also, I don't think he can breathe fire and do other things in this form yet. Yeah, no, he only gets his multi-attack if he uses a basic attack. Okay. Whom. Sid's turn. We're back to the top.
Sid can try to bite him. Crunch him.
The big crunch.
The biggest. Not really, but
Let me
For him, it is.
pin this so that I don't forget about that. Alright, I attack. Fight minus T, targeting Primordius. At advantage. Ouch! Crunches straight on into him. just bites right into his shoulder. You see he almost is kind of limp in the way he's standing naturally. Like he's not standing upright, he's not you remember he sort of had this like regal stance. He seemed like somebody who was trained similar to like a nobility when in human form. However, he's kind of slumped right now. And Sid, sure enough, just bites right in, and he sort of like just wiggles with Sid, yanking back and forth on him. It seems like he's not all there. Anything else you'd like Sid to do? Oh, am I disconnecting? Did you hear me?
No, he heard, or at least I heard.
Yeah.
Oh, did you say
No,
no?
that was it.
My, it is your turn. Primordius doesn't seem all there. He seems very different from when you met him. I mean, he looks physically the same, other than the weird purpley eyes, but he doesn't seem to be reacting similar to how he was before.
I can move closer, like right here. So I'm sort of. I want to be within range to do a couple things. To ask a question on my book, is it bonus or action?
Asking it would be a free. Reading the contents depends on how long the contents are. So it depends on the question, I'd say. If it's like you need a one-line answer, you could just do that instantly, right? There's no real like needing to read that at that point. If it's your like one question in your book.
Okay, I wanted to touch Primordus and ask the book what is wrong with his state.
Ooh, okay. So there's a couple ways you can do this. If you're asking the book just outright, then you won't necessarily have to touch him. If you use your attack ability, where you can see like resistances, damage, and stuff, so you need to land a hit to do that one. That one won't take your one question from the book. It just counts as a part of your attack. And you could ask like what status effects is he under as the like effect. So either way, you can either ask your book, in which case you're going to get a big long list of every possibility and possibly how to cure him and possibly, all the other stuff, or you can just fucking stab him and be like, cool, what effects is he under?
I vote option 2.
Yeah,
He needs to be stabbed.
I'll let you decide of those two options. One is slightly more overarching, if that makes sense, because it'll give you a whole bunch of information, but it might take you a while to read through everything, depending on how detailed the information is that comes back. The other one will literally just tell you, like, oh yeah, he's charmed by a magic spell, or he is currently in a brainwashed state, or he's dazed, or, that's that sort of thing. So one's very simplistic and will just tell you on effect, and the other one will give you a list of what he's actually under. What would you prefer?
Okay. Then I think I will not have moved that far if I can ask it from a distance, and I will move over to this direction so I can kind of be close enough to Rigel and sit on the next turn, and then ask the overarching question.
Okay, so you ask, what effect is Primordus under? What's wrong with Primordus? Is that how you wanted to word that? How are you wording it?
Basically, yeah, what is wrong with Primordus?
Fantastic. All right. In that case, a page appears within the book, and you are able to see a mechanism that looks very similar to the table he was laying on recently. It seems as though the process of draining was not all that table did. It was also injecting him with things. One of which was that similar black blood. Without even needing to look at another page, you know that black blood is also what created the sort of mindless knights back in Tumont. It's what's made the weird monsters that you guys had messed with in the Feywild, the like sort of gloomstalkery ones that had sort of the blackish shenanigans. Like, he got pumped filled with that,
What do you mean?
And it looks like the best way to get rid of it is either to beat the crap out of him, to bleed him out,
You come down to Discord.
or to just hope that it goes through his
And
system.
click on Tabletop Tavern.
Okay.
It seems like he's pumped full of that stuff.
Down.
Ooh.
Down.
Who are you talking to, Aram?
Right there.
Aram's talking
Oh,
to people.
sorry. Sorry.
He's
I'm
commanding
here.
her
I thought
knight.
I'm muted. I'm sorry.
Who did? Who did?
I'm giving orders. I'm sorry.
Gotta tell your knights
the
what to do,
cadet-
right?
The cadets are out of control right now.
So yeah, it seems like you're gonna have to somehow get that blood out of him. Whether that means beating the crap out of him, or waiting for it to naturally get out of his system because he is an immortal creature, so like you can't permanently alter them in any way, shape, or form. They're a concept made into a physical thing. Eventually he'll go back to being normal. You're not sure how long that'll take though, so it might be easier just to beat the crap out of his physical body until he bleeds it all out.
All right, looks like the best way to deal this is to just beat him up.
You also know that that black blood is probably messing with his actual dragon abilities, so he's probably not as strong because he's fucked up right now.
Thank God.
Mhm. He also might not have some of his normal magic. He might be stuck sort of eldritchified, if that makes sense. And that probably only took you a bonus action to read through real quick, because you just basically see the schematics from the table, see the black blood, see what happened, and go, fuck! Your natural
Okay, cool.
intelligence and inquisitive ability would be like, oh yeah, that's what he's under. Oh, that's the effects. We need to bleed him out or put him back in restraints and hope to God that he goes back to normal in a little bit. Pray to all the gods we
Crime at
know.
advantage.
Yep. Yeah, brother. Dab, and you seem to do full damage. You're fairly certain when you saw his dragon form, he'd probably be resistant to most elements. Apparently, in his current state, he's not resistant to most elements. And as the fire explodes across, you see that black blood just begin to ooze out of those wounds.
That's the stuff we gotta get rid of.
Alrighty. And then it'll be Aram's turn.
I'm trying to look to see if I can have any like just die by 1,000 cuts type of stuff. I don't think I do.
Yeah, a few things you would know that Greater Restoration that would normally get rid of poisons and stuff probably won't get rid of this because it's made a natural part of his body currently. It's not a like purgeable thing. It's like got a blood transfusion basically.
Bleh.
Most methods of healing would probably not work. Maybe a spell like Regenerate would work, but like nobody has that, and also that's a very high level spell.
Wish.
Wish would work. Using a wish, you can technically cast any 9th level spell for free, just as the 9th level spell.
Now that would require Rigel to give up his ring.
Hmm. Eventually, I'll get Rigel to wish for something.
And it'll be something that ends up killing the party. Wait, what?
You know what? Bro,
I wish for more
I wouldn't
wishes.
doubt it.
Here's the
Each
fun
wish you
thing:
get
if you want
costs
to,
a party member.
I was gonna say, yeah, if you want to, you could wish for more wishes. There might be something that's willing to answer that call. Of course, the creature that answers that call might not be the kind of creature you want answering wishes, but it's possible.
More rings.
All right, so what you doing, Aram?
I don't know. I think I'm just gonna smack him with my scythe.
At
Okay.
advantage.
Indeed.
Mm. Attack. Scythe. This is gonna be in all caps, and it's gonna reject me, and you guys are gonna laugh at me. So I'm starting over. Attack. Scythe. Minus T. Just Primordius, Prim, or is
Yep.
it something?
That works.
Yep. Prim will
Okay.
work.
Prim.
That's why I said when I
Uh.
attacked, I was like, targeting Prime.
Yeah.
Nice. You land the hit. You swing at him, and you didn't roll at advantage.
Oh,
Roll a d20
yes.
just to see if you get a nat 20.
Frick. I knew there was something that I forgot. D20.
Okay, you're good.
Hey,
Damn.
at least what you forgot wasn't something truly important.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, you land your hit. You can tell that he's got some level of like armor still. The bits and pieces of the sort of stained glass styled armor bits on his skin still kind of seem like armor, but also he's so out of it that you're able to get past his defenses and just slash straight into him.
Okay. Can I also cast healing word on Rigel before
You
I
can.
end for my bonus action?
You can. I will fill in whatever the max ends up being.
Well,
Hey, you rolled max. Nice.
hey, less work for the DM.
Hell yeah, brother.
It would have been
Alright.
so much cooler if it
Wait.
was normal.
One question for me. You're
Mhm.
actually able to cast a leveled spell when you attack? As long
Yeah.
as it's different from
Yep.
action? Nice.
Correct. Yeah, so long as you only cast one leveled spell per turn. It doesn't matter if it's a leveled spell as an action or a level spell as a bonus action. You can only cast one leveled spell. So she attacked
Okay.
for her action, and her bonus action was the leveled spell. So yeah, she's good.
That was just me confirming for my brain.
Yep. Fantastic. Hey, look, it's Primordius' turn as he finishes charging his attack and will use his breath weapon. And now he has to decide who he actually wants to hit because you did all surround him, so he can only really pick one of you at a time. I guess he could hit Mai and Cal at the same time, which might be the idea. Question is, does he know that or care? Who did the most damage? Probably it was Mai. Okay, never mind. Yep. Mai and Cal are gonna get
Frack.
hit. So, Mai, I need you to make a fucking saving throw of some kind. Hang on. Which saving throw is it?
Just say Dex.
Say Dex, say Dex, say Dex.
It is a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay, so by
Oh.
default, I believe you take half damage regardless because it's a dex save that you see
Yes.
coming. And then Cal, I also need you to do save dex.
Oh, my goodness. See?
Come on, Cal.
Nice.
Nice. Nat 20. Pew, pew, pew.
Thing you rolled the nat 20 because the DC saving throw for his breath is 21, so you literally just made it. Okay, so Cal will take half damage. Mai takes half damage. It is 13 d12 prismatic damage. Good luck. 13 d12 plus 10. Yikes. Alright,
Oh,
so
Ah,
halved
Oh my god.
49 damage.
49.
that would have been a one-hit kill otherwise.
Uh,
as it pulls back and a cone of energy bursts out. However, because it's focusing on Mai, the center of the cone is Mai, which means it doesn't actually hit Kiel the crit. As it just goes and torrents outwards. You are able to dodge a bit of the damage as it scorches through the ground and sparks across the ground. The ground, there's a left, like, bits of ice, bits of molten rock, bits of every element at once seems to impact within this zone as it goes off. Does a bunch of damage, and then he gets one attack. He has to try to use claw, so he's going to try to claw you. Might be enough to bring you down. It is not. Oh my god, it is almost enough. So he blasts out with his breath and then will swing with the claw, and that is the end of his turn. He is not moving from there. Rigel's turn. You just saw basically everything in front of Primordus get annihilated, and yet somehow Mai and Cal are still technically up. Yeah. The past 1,000 years that he was stuck in there for, he was, just getting the rest of it up. He was just taking care of business. Got rid of a little bit of it back in Nostra, and he was just getting the rest of it out, but it is your turn, Rigel.
Well, did Mai tell anyone what was wrong? Or what was going on? Or are we just
Yeah, she
still
basically said we got to beat on him.
Okay. Well, that is what I will do. Oop, I should type things correctly. I'll bop him with my lance.
Do it.
Oh,
Hey.
Hell yeah. A crit. Let's go. A burst of lightning, an explosion, a pulse. You're able to see now that this blackish blood actually seems to be clinging to the prismatic parts of him, which is what seems to be turning off his elemental resistance. So the black blood injected inside of him is making him less like himself. As bits and pieces of primordite blast off of his skin, little pieces of multicolored stained glass like material. They take a fuck ton of damage.
Scrub. Got made weaker. Ah.
But his AC is still more than 21. Yeah. You land a big hit, and unfortunately, the lava steel dancing blade swings past him. I've been shot again by frickin' Rogma. What the frick? Rogma's just jealous of my custom hands. Rogma's just jelly.
Did you make custom hands? I haven't seen them.
I did.
Having a raise.
You got holes in your hands.
I do. That, and you can actually kind of see through them partially.
That's kind of cool.
Right. I'm not done texturing them, similar to how I'm not done texturing the hood, but also I've never finished texturing the hood, so, who knows when they'll get finished, but, I mean, I think they look good. Kaliana, it is your turn.
I didn't get to see the hand.
You didn't get to see the hands? You want to see the hands? Okay.
Yeah, my thing was not working. Oh, there it goes. Wow.
I just like
Wow.
I just like the wow.
The thumbs are a little wonky, but other than that, they're great.
Whoa. They look good.
Thank you. Better
Yeah,
than
I
the
like the,
old
like-
man's head.
Yeah, I like the finger armor, dragon scale armor looking gauntlet things.
Yeah, and they actually do have those points on them. Like that's not just a texture. Those actually are pointed.
Now I'm gonna cast Mask Cure Wounds
Ooh, how many people can you target with that?
on my. Oh, but it's gotta be max, I suppose. But yeah.
Oh, and you could have chosen up to 6 creatures as well.
Oh, god damn it! Yeah, that's what I meant to do. Yep.
No worries.
Me?
Hang on, I got you. Who
No.
else are you targeting?
Anybody who's hurt, because I think we have enough. One,
So 27
2,
total healing?
3, 4, 5. Yeah, I guess that could hit all of us. Yeah.
Yeah, what is
I
that?
think we're all pretty damaged now. Yeah,
Yeah, so it's gonna
except for
be
Cal the
20.
crit.
And Sid's fine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I guess it's just 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. IHP Rigel. Well, hang on. 27 plus 9.
I don't math.
36.
I had a sucker in my mouth. I had it, but I was like,
Mine does not get 36. So we'll
right.
change that.
Let me do the other people first here real quick. Who else needed?
Does she get 71? I think she deserves 71.
And Cal does get 36.
So 36 minus 19 is what you actually get.
Yeah.
Or I just removed 19 from you, right? Literally, that would work.
Yeah.
Just get rid of what the actual spell gave you originally,
Yeah.
and we're
'cause it'd be
fine.
36 plus 1, so.
Hey.
Okay, burst goes out, a large wave of healing, plus a little extra pulse, a little extra from the druidic power, being a shepherd. Also, technically, I should probably have moved this with you. Hang on.
Oh
Whee!
yeah.
Which is your great tree.
Oh yeah. My tree.
Yeah, the terrain around you is considered difficult terrain for enemies. Okay, good lord, that was a big heals. Big heals.
Big heels.
Fucking massive.
Big heels.
Any bonus action or extra movement?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, dokie. Galdacrit's turn. Roll a d6. He gets his fire breath back. Guess what he's doing? Mortis doesn't dodge it again. Okay. Good lord. 18d6.
Damn.
I love that
Still
his
only injured.
Yeah, I love that his entire fire breath does what 10 more damage than my stabbing him once. Massive dragon and very little damage. Well, that's not true because obviously he could theoretically hit everybody in a fucking 50-foot cone, 45-foot
Yeah.
cone, which is absurd. But
During a single target.
Sid's turn.
Yeah. Well, you could just try biting him again. Because
It worked last time.
Bleed.
It worked this time. Ow!
A
Crunches into him yet again. Once again, we get some extra damage in on Primordius. This poor Primordius. What did he do wrong? I mean, he's just a guy. He's just a dude. He's just a wee baby.
Does the DM trying to kill us? I mean,
He's just a wee baby who did 98 damage in a single breath of.
yeah.
It's my turn. You just got. You're literally the next turn after you just got blasted and attacked by a freaking claw.
action.
Two more.
And then I can also do this based off of your previous.
Yeah, you can bonus action use your offhand weapon to stab.
Yep.
Good old light weapons, man. Good old light weapons.
Mhm.
No.
Ah, what a shame. Anything else you want to try to do, Mike? I was gonna say, book it to the pillar, try to hide behind it. No. Good okay. Aram, it's your turn.
Bop.
Bop him. Roll another d20, because you have advantage still.
One of these days I'll remember that.
Only when Rigel's on top of them,
Yep.
or you're on the other side of someone.
Mm-hmm. If Rigel is anywhere
Uh.
near the enemy, you have advantage.
Healing minus T my.
Cast.
No, I forgot. Frick, I was doing so well.
Healing. Healing.
just imagine Aram forgetting it, just like healing. That's a healing.
That was a max
Fucking
roll
work,
again,
man.
too. Nice.
It's like that Spider-Man meme where he's like trying to do the web shooter.
Yeah.
It's like, go, go.
All right. Staying there.
Yeah.
Keep your enemies close. That's what I always say.
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Okay, so he can't cast any of his spells right now, so I can ignore this entire part of his character sheet. He's just gonna try to multi-attack now. We'll roll a d6. Okay, he doesn't get his breath weapon back, so he can't recharge that to attack. So yeah, he's just going to attack as expected. He can attack 3 times with his claw, assuming he does nothing else with it. So he's going to attack. He's going to attempt to attack Aram once with his claw.
No.
I need you to make
Donk.
a constitution, a conk. Do a conk.
No, conk.
See if beacon stays up. It does.
Yeah.
He's gonna try again.
No.
I need you to make a conk DC 12 this time.
No.
Frick.
Dropped. No longer beacon
Hey.
of.
No more bacon.
No more
Hey,
bacon.
at least the bacon was up for the mass healing.
Right.
As soon as he sees the spell drop as well, he then turns to swing at Sid. Do you want to go after you, Rigel, or Sid?
On me. A
Alrighty, he swings the claw and it slides right off your armor. And that's the end of his turn. He only gets 3 attacks if he uses his claw. Rigel,
Only.
it's your turn.
Hey, I'll just attack him back since he wants to be rude that way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
The attack does not land. Oh, but that one does. A
Hey,
burst of
1 out of 2.
lightning and fire as it cuts into him.
Loser.
Loser.
I believe he seems to be a little shaky now on his feet.
Like a loser.
Check his hit points here real quick. Yes. He's begun to get shaky on his feet. He seems to be having
Guys,
some
we are so powerful.
issues. Caliana, it is your turn.
We're so freaking powerful.
Wow.
Let's see. My Sid arrow. I guess we're okay for a round, probably, unless he does that thing again. But so then I will attack him. Let's see what.
That's stuck in my head now for the rest of the day. Frick. Running around town like a loser.
Dang it. Kitty, oh my goodness. Not the time to want snuggles. My goodness, I'm trying to look up my spells. Little
Always want
kitty. My
snuggles.
goodness. He
They're
always
just trying to help.
Yeah, he's trying to help. I hope you can't hear that purring. He was rubbing his face on the microphone. I want to use one of my. I'm trying to be better at using my actual, like, psionic shit, so.
What now? You saying things over there?
Yeah, I want to be better at using my psionic shit because I always never use it. So I gotta look at what should I use here. Looking at my spell list. I could do.
Looking at the audio levels is always crazy because I got like Aram and you know Mai. It's like, oh yeah, it gets up towards yellow, and then Rigel every now and then it gets towards yellow, and then Caliana is like at the halfway mark on the green, like this is not even close.
Do I be a crazy bitch here?
Yes.
Do it.
I think it'd be funny. Okay. I'm gonna try this invest life, I think.
Ooh.
It's pretty wait, one creature of your choice you see within range regains. No, I don't know. That's only for healing. Well, but isn't my really low?
I do believe
No.
Mai
Well,
and
it was
Zoo are
Aram.
still pretty
Aram, yeah.
busted up. Yeah, Aram just got
And
whacked a couple of times.
I'm okay. Yeah, well, let's do it. Let's be a crazy bit. I'm gonna do it for Aram. I'm gonna do the invest life thing.
Hey,
So it's you sacrifice some of your health to mend another creature's injuries. You take 4d8 necrotic damage, which can't
Hey,
be
yo.
reduced in any way, and one creature of your choice that you can see within range regains the number of hit points equal to twice the necrotic damage you take.
Well,
So
Hey, yo.
yeah. Except I have to take the damage, so
yeah. So
so do I
it's
just roll a
Damn.
4d8
it's-
here?
yes. So roll the base dice. Just roll the dice. All right.
That's not terrible. Okay.
Cal takes. So technically, because I believe this is a proper heal effect that goes off.
Oh yeah. Then
Oh,
it
which
Back
means-
to you. Oh, no. Dang it.
Caliana technically loses 9 HP.
Oh, nice.
And then Aram gets 18.
It's double, right?
36.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
36 plus 9.
Hey.
25, which is exactly the HP she lost.
Damn.
Ay.
Damn.
as
You
well
have now
as
been reset.
a heal goes off. Whoops. I listy. I listy. As well as my gets 9 HP.
Wait, so why did I only
Oh.
take 9 damage? I'm a little confused on that.
Because you also heal 9 because you used a healing spell. I basically pulse healed yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
I HP Rigel gets 9.
Damn, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I was
And
always
then
afraid to use it because that could be like 32 damage, and that'd be a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Well, you should always take your pulse into account. One of those die is no matter what not going to do damage to you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's very true.
so yeah, you deal some damage to yourself, and in doing so, a pulse of energy, a very strong pulse of life energy, impacts Aram, and in doing so, casting the psionic-based healing spell, it still triggers your psionic-based healing aura now to also poke everybody with a little bit of extra healing.
Right, thanks.
By sacrificing but a small bit of your health, you have healed everybody.
Ay.
I
And that's
believe that's
awesome.
an action to do that, right?
Yeah, I believe so. It's not a spell, but it's a action.
So that means
Yeah.
you still have a bonus action. You can cast Firebolt.
I think it does count as a spell. Hang on, it counts as a leveled
Does
spell. It is a third leveled psionic
Oh.
ability.
Wait,
it-
does it? But do I take a spell slot off then?
No, we're not taking a spell slot
Oh.
from you, but it does count as casting a spell. So you just can't cast another leveled spell this turn.
The Firebolt does still work if it's a bonus.
It isn't.
No.
You can, however, still use your teleport if you need to. If you want to just bam 15 feet, and you can of course move.
How far is Prime? Yeah, he's
Run.
let's do the 15. 15.
I believe you can also bonus action bite something. Hang on.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. I should do that first.
Nom.
I believe if you
Big
cast a
nom.
spell, you can bonus action on something, right? Is that how we put that? I'm pretty sure that's how we put that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure bite was a bonus. Yeah, bite or slam or whatever.
Hang on, let me check the stat thingy real quick just to make sure. I need to hide this menu so that I don't leak any information on stuff.
Do it. Leak it.
Maybe.
Yes, so in one
Embrace
turn
your
you can
true
cast,
calling.
bite, and teleport in a single turn.
Okay, well,
Cast
I'll
a spell,
bite.
technically. You can use your bite attack on something, and then you can still teleport.
Okay, well, I'll bite him.
Do it. It should be just one of your normal attacks. So you're gonna do attack,
Attack bite.
bite, target. Yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And
Ow.
then,
Wait,
and then I teleport.
doesn't she still get the advantage?
Yeah. Just roll
Oh.
another d20 just to see if you have if you crit.
Nope.
Is that a 0? That
Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Do you wish to attempt to devour the creature? Because you did land the hit.
I mean, I feel like I shouldn't.
No worries.
You don't know where that's been.
Yeah.
Actually, you
Well,
kind of
and
do a little bit.
he's kind of he's kind of just brainwashed. So I don't know. I'm, you know.
Would
But
you like
anyway,
to?
I'll tell
Where you want to teleport to?
teleport
Go up to
way over
15 feet instantaneously.
right there.
No.
Can you then move on top of your teleport?
Oh, yeah, probably. Right?
Ooh, that's kind of
Yes.
cool.
Then I'll go, wee.
Because technically, using the teleport is a part of, or is a part, or can be a part of either a bite or a slam. So it counts as a two-piece bonus action, basically.
Is
It doesn't
my
take
turn then.
it doesn't take your action or your move, so you can cast, bite, slam, bite or slam, teleport, and then if you still have movement, you can move too.
Right?
It's a bunch, man. She's some eldritch monstrosity now.
Yay.
Nice.
Oh, but yeah, that's it.
Gallagher's turn. Roll d6. Got a 5. Let's go.
Hey.
Time to try again.
Get him.
Primordius.
No.
Ah,
No.
okay. So this time Primordius does take half damage.
Killicrit still rolls like all 6s.
Possible. Roll
My ice tank.
18 d6s.
My suitcase.
No.
Hey.
Bloodied.
Indeed, at this point, enough blood has begun to flow that you see that the what you recognize now as the primordite, that sort of stained glass stuff, has begun to get back a shine to it. You realize it must have been grayed out before, as it begins to get some of its color back. It's not quite back all the way yet. The primordite on him has begun to regain its coloring. And Calicut's not moving because Sid's turn. What's Sid doing?
Did whack him. No, bite him.
Bite it.
No, eat him.
Whack the
Ah, the first miss from Sid
No.
against
no.
Primordus. All right, let me unhide Discord here real quick. Boop. There we go.
What?
And then you stay in there with Sid.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Gotta
My,
give
it's your
people
turn.
advantage.
Color is beginning to return to Primordus's Primordite. The stained glass windows are becoming more vivid in color now. The saturation is returning to his coloring. Uh, damn, that's a lot of damage.
Damn, son.
That one damage. The offhand silver dagger just does like a little tiny poke, a little prod.
Move 20 in, move 20 out.
All right, you got it. Aram, it's your turn.
I don't know, man. I think I'm just gonna keep doing what I've been doing.
He seems pretty damaged.
I don't do much damage anyway, so beep up. Smack him.
Don't forget advantage.
Ooh.
Don't forget advantage, indeed. It didn't matter.
The one time you add advantage, it says no.
Was everyone looking at healing wise? Looks kind of good.
Yeah, it looks like Mike could use just a little bit, Cal could use just a little bit, and you could use just a little bit. Means everybody's pretty fine.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Where am I at?
Right next to
spell
him.
wise.
You're in the Imperium Sabal Discord in the Tabletop Tavern.
Oh, wise. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it there. Use my bonus action for someone who might need to dodge for bardic inspiration.
Oh, Kadogi. Primordus' turn. It's time to die. Here we go. Rigel or Sid? He's trying to attack Sid.
Right. What?
You really fucking hate Sid, huh?
The frick, man. Racist?
What?
Dragonist?
Racist.
Colorist.
Colorist.
Colorist? Chromaticists?
Sid or Rigel?
Chromatist. Right.
All right.
Yeah,
He swings
can I
out.
have
20
given bardic for that so he can maybe dodge?
Bardic is
No.
only for the skill checks. It doesn't add like AC or anything.
Oh, frick.
I
Do
mean,
I
you could give
understand?
Primordus, inspiration.
No.
I mean, okay.
No.
He swings out
Everybody.
once at Rigel. Well, once at Sid, but Rigel is in the way and then swings back through Aram and back into Rigel again, dealing a bunch of damage along the way to all y'alls. That's the end of his turn. Swings. He still seems a little out of it.
Hey, how about you get more out of it? That'd be great. No.
Hey, how's about I don't? Uh,
How's about you do?
nice.
Mhm.
Again,
DM's more
is-
reliable ways to try to get rid of us.
Mhm,
Mess with our players. Have too much HP on a monster that hits really fucking hard. Or just throw a bunch of shit at us that we can't deal with.
mhm.
Or, and hear me out, drag out your resources with this fight when there's another one after this.
No.
No.
Kaliana, it's your turn.
3 in
Joke's
a
on you.
row, not fair.
Swords have unlimited ammo.
Swords have unlimited. True. Yeah, but your poor mages don't.
That is different.
Your healers don't have infinite.
We got potions. It's fine.
Hey, Kaliana, what you want to do?
Drink the juice.
I'm gonna do. How far do I have to be for that? Psychic drain. How far?
What? Very quiet.
How far? How far
Psychic drain.
away do I gotta be for psychic drain? Or do I?
For psychic drain, I think that was pretty close. I don't remember. I believe that base attack was pretty close. I think it was just an attack. An attack
Oh.
attack.
You draw on
Oh,
the
yes.
psychic energy of another creature to sustain yourself.
It's also a saving throw for them anyways, right?
Yes, they have to do a saving. They have to do a charisma saving.
Charisma saving throw. All right. Do you want to do
Yeah,
that?
talk me out of it.
Yeah, let's do that. But I'll just get close. I'll just get close. 30.
You got it.
Is that close enough? I have no clue.
Charisma saving throws 5 plus. He beats your he beats your DC. He has a plus 15 charisma saving throw.
Well,
Oh, what a rude. Wow.
That's a 20 saving throw,
Wow.
which I believe means no damage because I believe the psychic drain is a
Um,
cantrip, right?
Yes, it's a cantrip. Okay, so then I can do a bite, I guess.
Sure.
Attack, bite.
Attack, bite, targeting Primo, and then ADV at the end of that. Nice. Ow. You crunch on in. Do you wish to swallow him?
Uh, probably shouldn't.
Okay, just gotta make sure. I gotta make sure.
It's tempting, but I shouldn't. I feel like nobody would be happy with me if I did that.
Galacort's turn. Fire breath. Oh,
Oh,
you can't fire breath anymore. Lame.
look at 3 turns in a row.
All right. In that case, he will cast some spells. He'll do some magic. But he doesn't have to get too close, and he doesn't have to worry any y'alls. Spell slot wise, he already used that. He already used that. He already used that. So he can cast Fireball at 4th level. Still, yes. So that's what he'll do. Let me just meta this because I think it'll not include his DC saving throws. Because technically speaking, his listed character stats don't include his wizard level for some reason when it gets imported into Avray. So I'm just going to have him cast Fireball minus I. No target. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll roll a saving throw. Dexterity for Primo. 4 plus 12 is 16, so it's less than his spellcasting modifier. Let's go. Gallacrit just doing side damage over here. Just keeps casting spells and breathing fire and hoping that he's helpful. Got a small room in there, so he doesn't want to try to crowd his way over the top of you all. This
Considering
massive
how much damage
dragon.
he's already done.
Mhm. Pretty consistent damage. I don't know if it's super massive, because technically your attack plus Rigel's attacks each turn have been more than his pretty easily. Not including everybody
Combined,
else's. Yeah, he only hits on average, what, like 10 more than you? That doesn't include, obviously, Rigel and Aram and...
Yeah.
Sid's turn.
you could bite him again. I was just reading a sheet, but yeah.
You got it.
Nom.
Oh,
Eey.
bites on in. That's a bunch of damage. And then it'll be Mai's turn.
20 feet back in. Stabby, stabby.
Poke.
Hey, yo, there we go. You get in a stab, deal a shitload of damage, a burst of fire impacts as light rushes back into the stained glass. You all, most of you for the first time, actually get to see Primordus proper now, as a burst of black blood sort of sprays out of him. He takes a moment and steps back to the attack, reaches for his wound as the sort of blackish blood begins to shift and change to a more multicolored blood, similar to the prismite on him, primordite, sorry, on him. uh, almost has a rainbow-esque coloration to his natural blood. His eyes shift back to the deep gray that you remember, Mai, um, as he immediately begins to vomit up, just up mob of black, just this mass flaps onto the ground as he vomits it forward.
You.
He
Hey,
will
buddy, you feeling better?
he'll sort of crouch down and go, better than 5 minutes ago. Yes. And he begins to cough up even more.
Can I cure wounds him?
If you go to cast a spell,
Mm.
you are immediately interrupted. Your spell seems to stop. And he looks towards you and goes, don't waste. Don't. As he seems to struggle with continuing to get words out for a moment. Healing me while I still have this blood in me will not be helpful. I appreciate the offer, but I need to continue to as he once again releases a little bit more.
I'm just gonna pat him on the back.
More importantly, if you all are still in working order, we'd all get to the throne, where that idiot has teleported himself to, and is activated. What'd you guys do?
I say we go.
How do we get there? Well, tiny.
You say, how do we get there? And he sort of follow the pathways. There's an open door directly to the center from here. And you will all see a vision of this as he will cast spells, because now he has some magic available, as he will use Imprint Image, and you will all see, like, down the main hall here, down a corner, down another hallway, couple of turns. You see a door that has sort of a weird slits to the side of it. You're able to see the tower from the center is grinding sort of upwards, but this door is staying attached to the floor here, as if an elevator where the door doesn't move from the floor it's at, but the rest of the elevator is moving behind it still. Sort of a weird look to it. That door will take you to the center chamber. What y'all doing? What y'all saying? What y'all going about? Lower loitering in your room. I just noticed that from 5 minutes ago. Hey, yo. Loiter away, nerds. You guys playing Wilds? They're playing Wilds. That's what I thought. That's not the room's for. Yeah, so what you guys want to do? Primordius has coughed out that you guys should head towards the center and try to stop the dude.
Oh, I froze. No, bring me back. Bring me
To the
back.
place I know.
Everything's frozen. Okay, there we go. Maybe rest.
Wait.
Rest.
We might not have time to actually do a rest, especially since the tower is still going
Oh.
up and the and the person Keldecrit, or not Keldecrit, that Primordus is now labeled as idiot, is inside there trying to do something.
Yeah.
I want to drink my
Hmm.
potion.
Yeah, that's a better idea. Yeah, I think I have a potion. Anybody else needs a
The
potion?
throne is active already. He takes the proper point at the top. Don't think anybody will be able to stop him. Maybe me after a few years, but not immediately.
I don't remember what red liquid is.
It's the vial of healing blood juice.
Mm,
What happens if I eat it?
It heals you.
Yes, but technically it would get sent to the Farwells.
Oh yeah.
If you ate it.
I guess I'm just gonna continue on. Without. I don't think I need healing.
You should totally put on that mask, or just use the Feywild coin.
Yeah.
Just go away to a
Yeah,
plane
yeah.
that's in better shape.
Yeah.
is it though?
I don't know.
Hal just starts eating all of the random items in her bag.
Nom, 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 nom.
Remember, when you drink a potion, the way you get rid of the glass is you eat it. You just eat the vial.
Crunch.
Viva la Dirt League.
Mhm.
How much is the superior healing potion?
About $200. No, hang on.
Roll 200.
Superior. I can't spell potion. Superior. It is
Inspired for a second.
8d4 plus 8. Two- 200d. No. 8d4 plus 8. 33. HP Rigel 33.
Hooray.
Nice.
Good enough.
Chug that superior potion.
Okay, I'm ready.
Is that the sound that it makes when you chug a potion?
Yes.
Become a Murloc when you drink potions. Woo! Jesus. Okay. Any other prep? What are you guys doing? Do you want to try to get a rest in? Primordus is in shit shape. I just told you guys, if you guys still feel all right, you should definitely go stop that guy. Go stop that idiot.
We should probably go.
Mm.
If he's on the throne when the facility properly activates, you won't be able to stop him anymore.
Let's go.
Okay.
Okay, so while the rest of everybody is moving, Maya's gonna send her scrying orb so that she can shift places.
Mhm.
But she has questions for Primordus.
Oh, so you're gonna tell all your friends, like, all right, go. I'm following you, but I'm just not following you directly.
Yes.
Okay. Everybody okay leaving Mai to ask questions, knowing that Mai has before teleported to another thing.
Ooh.
Also, Rigel, you can see the eye.
E.
You can see the floating eyeball. And of course, Keldecrit would just go like, yeah, no, mine's right there. Just point at the eyeball.
So yeah, we good.
Okay. So as you guys begin to head down the hallways, the first thing you notice out here is that those spider-like creatures, the spider drones, are gone. They're just not here. They seem to have vanished. And then you begin going down the hallways. My, what questions do you have for Primordius? The slowly hacking up a lung Primordius. Probably hacking up
So
more than
what-
a lung, to be fair.
What were you attempting to do by coming back here?
I was hoping to find the other Archmages and see if I can get some revenge. They are the ones who sealed me away after all. Turns out this facility was not what I prepared for. And I did not realize that the Swain family's magic was as strong as it was.
That's a little disheartening to hear. Now, secondary question from an ally, and I pull out the wand and be like, "Do you have any spells that you could potentially uh let us use that could help us?"
Sure. He'll reach out for the wand.
And she will hand it over to him.
You want assistance or damage?
Probably assistance.
Alright. Then he will cast True Resurrection and put it inside of the wand.
Whoa.
Thank you.
And he'll just reach out and put it back in your hands. Actually, he might have you choose something. Hang on.
Oh, okay.
Now that I think about it, because he's got two spells that might be, quote, assistance. I think he also has access to Mass Heal, which is absurd. And Time Stop, which is also absurd. Uh, yeah. He doesn't have Mass Heal. Okay. So yeah, he'll ask if you'd prefer Time Stop or True Resurrection.
Based off of Maya's experience with our party currently and the way we've been fighting, she's probably going to say time stop, even though
Alright.
she doesn't probably understand what the spells do.
Yeah, no worries.
That sounds neat. That one.
Yep.
Will imbue Time Stop. For anybody who needs to know what it does, that's what it is. It's a 9th level spell. The wand gilds. As he casts the spell, the wand in his hand changes. Like, physically, it is altered. It begins to have cracks of multicolored primordite through the wand, as he will cast Time Stop into the wand and hand it back over to you.
I will
Yes.
accept it. Thank
Yep.
you for your assistance.
Yeah. And before you leave, he'll tell you how Time Stop works. Basically, he says, cast the spell, time will stop for yourself, whoever casts it. You then have 1d4 plus 1 turns, of which you can do whatever the frick you want. However, the spell will automatically end if you affect another creature other than yourself. So it's more of like a preparation thing. So you can do a bunch of prep. You can do the like turn-based Baldur's Gate. You put a whole bunch of like barrels of TNT next to somebody, and you don't activate them until after you put them all next to them. You can do some dumb shit with it. It's very powerful. But as soon as you affect another creature or an object being worn or carried by yourself by someone other than you, the spell will end. Time begins. Normal initiative order fires off again. And if you happen to light a bomb at that time, you know, who knows? Or yeah, if you move more than 1,000 feet away from the location you cast Time Stop. So it's a very powerful spell. It's very useful, but it has limitations, and it's probably more useful for like a wizard or a spellcaster or somebody who needs preparation, or somebody who can be in like an ambush position. And then, before you turn to vanish away, he goes, wait, also. And he will create a fragment of Primordite and hand that over to you and say, give this to whoever needs a better weapon.
Okay.
When he hands it to
Bro.
you, it's just a crystal. However, as he hands it to you, you feel this urge to answer the question of what type of weapon you want. But you don't have to actually answer it. It's just this weird urge. As yeah, he will hand over a fragment of Primordite. Very specifically an enchanted fragment of Primordite, not just like one you have to manually fucking mold and whatever. At which point
Sounds
then he'll
very
oh yeah.
similar to Rigel's weapon.
Mm-hmm. He will lean back up against a wall and be like, cool. I'm gonna try to be better within the next month or two. We'll see how long it takes. As he chokes up some more black blood.
I will give a like slight nod and then poof.
Yeah, you'll swap positions with the eyeball. Everybody else, you're all sort of running slash speed walking to get to the doorway. By the time Mai makes it
Okay.
back to you, you are at the doorway and Mai can share the loot.
Who feels like they need a stronger weapon? Looking almost directly at Aram for a second.
Whoa.
I feel like maybe Cal doesn't really have a weapon, but also
I got
like I
teeth.
won't not take it.
Mai will put her paw out with the Primordite shard to hand to Aram.
I'll take it hesitantly.
It's this really cool, like almost
You
glass
just throw it at him.
shard of multicolors, right? It's like stained glass in multi fragments. Every time you turn it, the colors inside seem to change. The direction they are, the individual hues and colors. They're never the same as you spin it around. However, as you get it within your hands, you have the urge to say, not necessarily out loud, but to request your favorite type of weapon.
Scythe.
Right. As you say scythe, the shard begins to sort of open up.
Oh.
A fragment piece that almost feels like the staff part of a scythe forms underneath your hand as it begins to spread outwards. The shard itself sort of becoming an edged weapon and sliding up and outwards as it begins to form the head of a proper scythe. The multicolored staff end begins to create elaborate designs on it. At the end of which you have a Primordite glass scythe. And I will attempt to add that to your character sheet now.
And then, Rigel, the one that you had me ask him to put a spell into, he put in time stop. And
That
I will
sounds cool.
explain, I will explain what she heard from Primordus and said, I would say, how do you think someone could use this on our group effectively to make best use of it?
I think it would depend, because if we have to, because you have the throne, we have to stop them from getting to the throne or get there before them. Um, a lot of setup stuff.
Just take the turns to set up a like series of unfortunate events. One thing happens, causing another thing to happen, causing another thing to happen.
We can either beat them in a race or make a weird contraption.
You basically have
Or move out of the way of something.
a minimum of 12 seconds of prep time, basically. It's 1d4 plus 1 turns in a row of just doing whatever you want. Now, I don't know if any of y'all really have prep-based things or actions, but you could, set some stuff up or try to set something up. Or use it to close distance, because you're not sure how big the throne room is. You're not sure, whatever. Like if Mai used it to cast Time Stop, could literally just instantaneously in what seems like no turns at all travel like 300 feet just
I think more than that. I mean,
Yeah, just-
minimum 240 feet.
but you could also use that to have somebody else travel that distance. You could have Aram fucking immediately be at the enemy, you know what I mean? Like
Ew.
if there was a like pure wizard based, like an enchantment based wizard, which is not Gale the Great. If you had like an enchantment based wizard or something, they could do like prep spells, right? So as soon as combat starts, they cast that, and then they can like put mind block on themselves. They can put activate all their special abilities or all their special items or equipment pieces. You guys are sort of in a weird shape where it's like it's probably just going to be to get somebody to close in the distance, maybe, or get somebody to activate something, or it's a very powerful spell. I'm just not sure how you guys are going to use it personally. And of course, Rigel has a Ring of Wish, so you could always just rely on some wishes.
I wish the wizard would stop.
Good. That's an option.
Just a random wizard stops. Just why can't I move?
just some random dude out in the middle of nowhere gets fucking
Yeah.
paralyzed. Just drops to the ground. It's like, the fuck just happened?
Goes to the church. Someone wished this on you.
Why does this feel like a 9th level spell hit me out of nowhere?
Just be glad you're not dead.
Mhm.
Somebody cast Hold Person at me from 3 countries away. What the fuck?
New continent, someone who doesn't even relate to this.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking hit the Western continent. Oh my god. Ugh. But yeah, that's you guys. Who's taken the wand?
In terms of usefulness for speed to close in would probably be Aram, because both Rigel and Mai have
BD.
both me and Rigel
Speed and
have
mount, yeah.
high speed. Even Kaliana now has some movement based things she can do.
So it just depends what you want to do with it.
Yeah, the major harsh part is as soon as you interact with something other than stuff that you have on yourself or stuff that you interact with an opponent, that spell instantly ends.
I was like, that's what I was thinking. You could reach something first. You could move out of the way of something.
Plant a C4 directly underneath them and then unfreeze time.
That.
I mean, take Rigel's alchemic fire, set it under his feet, cast fireball at him.
You could, very importantly, a part of the fact that time has stopped is you could take a bunch of items and fucking Baldur's Gate 3 it and just like make a pile underneath him, and then time starts as soon as you interact with him.
It's like, yeah,
Just time
drop
starts and it's just
it.
like, and a nuke goes
Oh
off.
god. Freaking Air's bag? What?
Mhm.
Start
Bongo.
aggressively
Bongo
playing
sheet music.
bongos at them.
I have the blight breath potion, an acid breath potion, and an alchemist 4 alchemist fire potions. So like that could be something. And then a thin vial with thick liquid blood.
Yeah, those were the
So
ones
if
that were given to you by Blood Rose, right?
Yes.
yeah, the vials, yes.
Yeah.
The blood. So I could like hand all that off to whoever wants to set up a frickin' bomb underneath the dude.
Do we want to do that?
Sure. I mean, it
And
could also be on a thing, not on him or
Mhm.
them.
I could just be on the floor at his feet.
All right,
Yeah.
but like, set
Well,
up
if he's
booby trap.
standing, yeah, if he's standing under a chandelier, you stick those under him, and then you hit the chandelier, so that way that falls, and then the beep-bop.
Or just cast Fireball and watch it all go boom.
There you go.
So, is everybody handing over a bunch of miscellaneous crap to somebody? And who's taking
Crap.
that thing?
I mean, Mai can close the distance real quickly and be able to set stuff down, back off, and cast Fireball.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I like it.
Okay.
Alright, so what is everybody giving to Mai? I feel 4 alchemist fires from Aram.
Yeah, 4 alchemist fires, the acid breath potion, and the blight breath potion. I don't know if those will actually like explode if you like throw them at someone. Will it still do the breath, or do you actually have to drink them?
They're drinkables. They're enchantments. I got 4 alchemist
have another-
fires.
Another alchemist fire.
5
Wait, Caliana,
alchemist
can you check through your robe of
fires.
useful items?
Yeah, right. You want to just take the robe of useful items?
Or you could just do a quick check inside of it now and see if there's anything in there that you could use that we could use.
Sure, let's check my robe of useful items.
And
There's gotta be
everyone pull
useful.
something out of the robe of useful items. Just all 5 of us, just one at a time, just yoink, yoink, yoink.
Yeah.
Wait, Dimension Door wand.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Here, have a Dimension Door wand.
I don't know what I should give.
Let's see. Patches on your robe of useful items. So let's see. You've probably got a wooden ladder, a riding horse with saddlebags,
Pull out a whole horse.
No, what?
Freeze time and then just horse.
a mastiff, because that's funny. A window.
Puppy.
Uh,
A window? Just a window.
yeah, one of them is an iron door.
It feels like a Minecraft.
Your
Just pulled
inventory.
a window and a door out of your pocket.
Well, the default ones that are in the thing as well are you have 2 patches of each of the following: 2 daggers, 2 bullseye lanterns, steel mirror, 10-foot pole, hempen rope, and a sack. And then there's a bunch of extras that could include bags of 100 gold, silver coffer, iron door, 10 gems worth 100 GP each, a wooden ladder, a riding horse with saddlebags. Yes, a horse, not like a toy. No, an actual riding horse. A pit, which you can place on the ground within 10 feet of you. Potions of healing. A rowboat. A spell scroll containing one spell of 1st to 3rd level. A mastiff. A window. A portable ram.
This all sounds useful and all, but like, I don't know if any of
Give
it
him the
is.
window.
Yeah, just you can have a window. Here you go.
You know, here's a question.
Windows hurt when you're smacked against someone.
Yeah.
Not to be too much of a strategist, I'm the dungeon master. I don't want to make too many, whatever. Don't forget, Rigel, that you do have a bunch of pigment that can be theoretically used to draw
I
something.
do. So I was thinking about that because I guess if you don't draw it on him, it won't affect him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it won't do anything to him. So the
Mhm.
spell will keep going. But how long does it take? Is it one action or one turn for anything, or is it like multiple turns? If
It
it's
depends upon how
complex?
big the object that they're trying to draw is.
Yeah, how big and how complicated. Because if you're trying to draw something like super detailed, so that it's more that it's stronger, because the more complicated drawing, the stronger it is. It'll take longer.
Animals.
Someone's
well,
at the door.
But like, if you just like are drawing a pit underneath the dude or something, just to draw like a hole, you just quickly color like a pitch black circle underneath him. That probably only takes like one turn. However, as soon as you finish drawing that and the item activates, it is then affecting another object that wasn't on your person because it's the ground.
Yeah.
At which point, then time would go as the pit appears underneath him. For example.
Wile E. Coyote-esque pit.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Until the object is actually affected by something you're doing, it doesn't stop the time thing. So I'd say you could theoretically draw on something, and it would be
It would stay as long
okay.
as it wasn't being worn or carried.
Yeah, as long
right?
as no effect occurs, right? So I guess you might be able to draw on a person, and until
But
the
as soon as you're
magic,
done, it
Yeah.
goes.
yeah, as soon as the effect occurs, then boom, it goes. As soon as you would deal damage or would cause, an effect of some kind on something other than yourself or objects in your possession, that's when the spell just ends. But also, you only have, anywhere from 2 to 5 turns.
Yeah. Fine. Here you go.
Ooh, okay. That gives Mai some more options. We got 5 alchemist fires.
Aaron still needs to remove from their bag if they're giving him over.
Oh.
Hooray.
4. How do I do this? Bag space minus space 4, and then alchemist. I gotta spell it the same.
I think it's minus alchemists and then the number that you're taking out, but I don't remember.
Say that one more time.
Yeah, so I believe it was something like bag minus okay.
Right. Bag minus
Yeah,
bag space minus space
minus
and then
space
4 alchemists.
alchem space 4.
Oh, okay.
I believe the number is like the last thing you do. We'll see in a second. I haven't had to use the bag command very often, guys. Yes, it's got 1 gang, true. And 5 greatswords.
Just drop a whole bunch of great swords on him.
I'm
Oh, it
me
only
with
removed
time
one.
stop.
Damn it.
You-
I'm gonna try this.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That worked.
Nice.
I was right. That's the first time I was right.
Oh
Sorry,
my
history
god.
books.
Somebody clip that? Somebody clip that? Rogmo's right?
Clip it, clip it, clip it, clip it.
Okay. So you've got 5 Alchemist Fires, Benny's Pigments, you've got... what else?
Write that down, write that down.
Dimension door one.
Dimension Door Wand. Okay. Ooh, that might be a good way to get out of business too, because you can set stuff up, blow stuff up at close range, and then when the turns go to normal, you can be like, and I'm out! See you later, fuckers! Importantly, you can take a willing person with you through Dimension Door as well.
Mm-hmm.
Up to 500 feet. So cool.
Yeah, no, it's massive. Yeah, it's
No,
It's-
I was saying it because that just means almost any amount of space within the tower. I could just be like, yeah, and now I'm against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you're fairly certain that radius-wise, you could probably get from one side of the throne, quote unquote, to the other side within 500 feet.
You know what? Take this too.
500 feet.
Land that at his feet and just ignite it with fireball.
Spice. Get him high as fuck.
Interesting idea.
I don't know if this will do anything.
Blue tree dust.
Yep.
Feywild, Allspice, blue tree dust. Is that what that was?
Yep. Do I remember what that did? No.
I think I do.
What's the status?
Yep. A status. One of them.
I don't remember which one it was.
I just remember it did nothing to me. Not on purpose. I just rolled really well. It made them not want to do so.
Was that the blind one where some of us went blind? Or was that the one where we were attacking each other?
I think it was. Well, no, I think because I remember Mai got angry, and I think that was the red tree.
Yeah.
Was that the red tree? Because there was one where I think I went blind or something. I
well,
was
you went happy.
incapacitated in some way.
I think you went happy, and we're trying to hug Mai, and Mai was trying to stab you.
I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're like hug. I was like stab.
Forgot about that. That was good.
If I don't remember what blue was, you would have thought I'd write it down since I collected it, but no.
Mhm.
But no.
As you hand it over, Mai is currently affected by the effect of the blue. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You
Oh,
pull the
here's that-
bag
oh,
out and you
whoops.
realize there's a hole in the bag that you had, and unfortunately now it's everywhere. So you are all need to make a Constitution saving throws immediately, as you're all affected by the blue powder, and it does something.
You've all becoming incapacitated.
We
Yeah.
all got real sad. We need to sit for a few minutes.
Just got real lazy. Lost all motivation. I was like, actually, we don't want to do that.
It's fine. We'll just let him, bring the other planes into existence on here, shatter the entire material plane. It's fine. Possibly go wrong. I don't have my color notes right now. Hang on, let me. I'm not sure which notepad it's on, and I know that some of my notepads have some interesting information on them. I'm going to temporarily hide everybody. Oh, hey, look, a massive my. Hang
Whee!
on 1 second while I look at my desktop here. Desktop. Let me check real quick if it's on my. This page. Nope. Page. Nope. I know it's in one of my note pages somewhere. I know I took the notes. Don't know where I put the notes. This page. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Hey, I'm a citizen of Bergen.
You are indeed. Oh, none of those. That's weird. Back to the D&D screen. That'll you all appear again. Oh, except you won't because this fucking application is dumb. Don't know why it does that, but for some reason the my Foogies have to go and clear the cache every single
Foogie.
time to get people to reappear. It's annoying. Okay, maybe it's in my Dropbox.
Quick, go to the VODs.
Go to the box. Campaign notes. It's on. It might be on one of my older pages of stuff. Maybe. Hello. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, so blue, amusingly enough, would cause you to have some form of lethargy, not want to do anything. You
That's
are
what
correct.
it was.
Yeah, you are correct.
E-
Yeah, red makes you angry. I believe the orange one was supposed to make you run away, like fear whatever is in front of you. Green makes you happy-go-lucky and you just want to hug everybody. Pink was the lovey-dovey one. Like there. I have a whole bunch of color options in here. that. Ooh.
The hugs.
Mm-hmm.
The hug.
Yeah, I used the one of the emotional color
I-
setup wheels to set up the base effects.
Yeah, I think Maya was first affected with blue and then affected with red and just got so
I don't want to do anything except murder.
So yeah, it might work. You got that blue effect. Okay, so I has the Wand of Time Stop, as well as 5 Alchemist Fires, the Pigments, Dimension Door Wand, the Feywild Allspice, and Blue Tree Dust. Very specifically, this Feywild Allspice is DC 15. And it's DC 15. The sleep effect doesn't trigger for 1 hour. So if he fails it, you won't know for an hour, which I'm sure is fine.
no screen.
Just inject it straight into his veins.
I'm just imagining you set it off, and he's like about to complete his, major plan or whatever, and then he falls asleep, and you guys falls asleep for 8 hours, wakes back and goes, "Shit, my plan." Okay, so, you have a whole bunch of stuff now, whole bunch of options. You guys are right at the door that goes into the throne room.
And you want me to set off every single thing you gave me, Rigel?
All at once. I mean, you can. You know, it's options. What else? What else we got in here? Let's see. You want anything else? You got a harpoon with a rope. You could do something with that if you want. A broken sword. Just don't know what you could do with that. Spell stones. You know, just crack them open, make them explode.
You want anything else?
I think with the allotted turn count, I don't think I can really put down much more than you gave me.
Okay.
Because I do need part of that turn to cast Fireball.
And possibly to get to the guy.
True. Unless I sneak in first.
Hmm. Oh. While staying in a sort of story mode, I do want to ask. You guys are at the door. What you doing? You guys just gonna open the door and send Mai through? Are you all gonna try to charge through?
Well, if the Optimus charged through, Mai would just dip in behind everybody and try to stealth her way around.
You guys don't know what the room looks like on the other side yet. In fact, I'm gonna reuse this chamber that I already made previously. Woo!
Channel divinities that I have.
Mm-hmm.
I have the inspiring smite and then the conquering presence, death divine health. I don't remember what those are, and my notes don't say nothing.
So, Conquering Presence. You channel your divinity to exude a terrifying presence. As an action, you force each creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you to make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed saving throw, the creature becomes frightened of you for 1 minute. The frightened creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself on a success. And then what was the other one you said?
What was that one? That one was inspiring smite.
That was Conquering Presence. Inspiring Smite. It's part of the Oath of Glory. Immediately after you deal damage to a creature with your Divine Smite feature, you can use your Channel Divinity as a bonus action and distribute temporary hit points to creatures of your choice within 30 feet of you, which can include you. The total number of temporary hit points equals 2d8 plus your level in this class, which will be just your level, divided among the chosen creatures, however you like.
Oh, okay. And then I have divine health as a separate thing, or is that included in the conquering presence?
Divine Health, I believe, is a separate thing, and it's just you cannot be poisoned or diseased, I believe. Yeah, you're just immune to disease.
Okay.
You can't be diseased. If you went swimming in the shit instead of you would have only been poisoned and not diseased.
Blech.
Yeah, those are those features. We are also almost at 4:30-ish. Do you guys want to have just like talk about possible plans and we'll just call it here for now? We'll actually do the raid on Wizard Dude afterwards next time we play.
Probably a good
Might be
idea,
better to
yeah.
push it to next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because my original thought was obviously, Mai's just going to go in, try to stop time, and then do the thing. But there might actually need to be a strategy meeting. So instead of having the crazy cliffhanger of, an explosion goes off, and next time, Mai gets fucking destroyed.
Time
No,
on Dragon Ball Z.
so
Rude.
we'll check to figure that out next time round. So, thank you so much, everybody who came on by to hang out. I appreciate y'all. I hope you had a wonderful time. My apologies that it was basically just one fight against Primordius. But the dude had like 500 hit points, so don't. He's a dragon. What was I supposed to do? And he didn't even use all his powers either, because he was in really bad shape.
Yeah, he probably would have decimated us within the first 2 turns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if he had his dragon form, he has instead of 3 attacks, he has 4 attacks in a row. He gets his prismatic breath back on 6s or 5s, just like Gale the Crit, which does 13d12 plus 10, so a guaranteed at least 13 or a guaranteed
23 damage.
yeah, a guaranteed at least 23 damage. But of course, that's if he rolls 1s on every single d12. Good luck with that. He also couldn't use his bite attack, which will allow him to grapple or swallow somebody. Like, he is technically a full-on dragon if he's in his other form. And he's a very strong magus and wizard, of which he did not have access to most of those features. He was fucked up by the black blood. It would have been a really fun fight if he had just come out of the black cube and you guys had to pick a fight with him, because then he'd have all his abilities.
No.
But yeah,
Good.
you guys will be probably fighting. Hopefully, the ambush,
That's not funny.
debilitates the wizard. But we'll get to that when we get to that. The wizard incarnation is his 2 classes. Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your time zones. Be back tomorrow for some miscellaneous stuff, probably early on. But then multiplayer Monday, hopefully.
Yes.
Hopefully.
I don't
Hopes
know.
and dreams.
Pending doctor's appointment on Monday. They're supposed to call me on Monday, and they tried to get me to come in the day that they called me, and I was like, no. So we'll see what the orthopedist says.
Gotcha. All right. Well, maybe multiplayer Monday. Will be with Nick and Heaven, and Rogman won't be there. I'll just be hanging out with the cool people. No, just kidding.
And I'm hoping
Wow.
to not be too tired from work and maybe play
Oh, man,
Repo with
yes.
Cortland.
Ooh.
Hey, yo, let's go. Love to play some games. So yeah, maybe I get 2 multiplayer streams in. Let's go. But yeah,
Frick Rogma, I guess.
I think I think after this, if hang on, is Chunky and Stretch still over in Ultimate Team? They are.
Yeah.
I think off stream I might go join them playing some Wilds as well. So I'm gonna just do a whole bunch of stuff. I hope y'all have a wonderful time zone. I hope to see you tomorrow. If not, I hope to see you again soon. Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye.